In this lesson, we will multiply and divide with 3. What comes in groups of 3s? Can you think of anything that every time you see it or buy it, it always is a group of 3s? How about a tricycle? It has 3 wheels. A triangle always has 3 sides, and a 3-leaf clover also has 3 leaves. Of course, to multiply, we need to know our 3 count bys. We need to be able to count by 3s. Let's start practicing by circling groups of 3s on our whiteboard. If you don't already have these supplies, please stop the video and get them. Of course, you'll need your whiteboard marker, and something to erase with. Press play when you're ready to start practicing the 3s count bys. All right, let's get started. Let's all use our marker and circle 1, 2, 3. The first group of 3. And we know that one group of 3 equals 3. Let's circle another group of 3. So count 1, 2, 3 more. Circle 3 more. Now we have 2 groups of 3, and that equals 3, 4, 5, 6. I can count on to know what the total is if I don't know my 3 count bys yet. Let's circle another group of 3. So 1, 2, 3. Circle that group of 3. I have 3 groups of 3. 3 groups of 3 equal 3, 6, 9. And I know my 9 count bys, but if you don't know your 9 count bys, you can take a look right here and see that our last number in our last 3 that we circled, our last group of 3, is 9. So that means 1, 2, 3 groups equals 9. Let's count 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Circle that group of 3. And now I have 9. Count on 3. 10, 11, 12. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of 3 equal 12. Let's circle another group of 3. I now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 3, and that equals 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. I would like you to continue circling groups of 3 and then writing how many we have in that group of 3. And if you could go to 30, that would be fantastic. If you'd like to go higher than that, you may. But when you're ready, press play and let's review your work. Check over your count bys. How did you do? Let's see by starting with 3, and let's count by 3s until we get to 30. Here we go. We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Do you notice any patterns in those count bys? I notice that 3 is an odd number and that 6 is even. What is 9? 9 is odd. What is 12? 12 is even. What about 15? You're right, it's odd. What about 18? It's even. Does the pattern continue? Absolutely it does. Odd, even, odd, even. Okay, that pattern continues when we count by 3s. If you wrote even and odd, please erase them and then start the video again. We are going to write our 3s count bys, starting with 3 at the top of our whiteboard as far to the left as we can and go all the way to 30. 3, 6, 9. Remember, odd, even, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. All right, let's go back to our 3, and let's write 3 equals, and go back over here and find our 3, and that is one group of 3, so 1 times 3, or 1 group of 3. Now let's go to 6. 6 equals, and let's go to our 6 in our count by, and we have 2 groups of 3, so it equals 2 groups of 3, or 2 times 6. 9, find 9 on our count bys, and I see 3 groups of 3, so 9 equals 3 times 3. Are you writing along with me today? Let's do 12. 12 equals, find 12 on our count by, 1, 2, 3, 4. 12 equals 4 groups of 3. Would you stop the video, continue to write the multiplication equations for our 3's, and if any time you're not sure, you can start the video and check over my work, and then stop and finish if you are not sure what to write. All right, look over carefully to make sure you have all the equations written correctly. Let's go ahead and read them. And I know you can't see me, but I'm going to hold up a finger for every number of 3's I have. For example, 3 equals 1 group of 3. I'm going to hold up one finger because I have 1 group of 3. And our next one is 6 equals 2 groups of 3. I'm going to hold up 2 fingers because I have 2 groups of 3. So do that with me. Put your pen down and hold up the fingers as we go. All right. 3 equals 1 group of 3. 6 equals 2 groups of 3. 9 equals 3 groups of 3. 12 equals 4 groups of 3. 15 equals 5 groups of 3. 18 equals 6 groups of 3. Do you have 6 fingers up? Good job. 21 equals 7 groups of 3. 24 equals 8 groups of 3. 27 equals 9 groups of 3. 30 equals 10 groups of 3. Great job. Now, let's go ahead and write our division equations, and then we'll practice multiplying and dividing by 3. Now, 3 equals 1 group of 3. Remember, we always start with our total, which is 3, and we divide by our group size. And we know that if we go over to our 3, and we have how many groups of 3? We just have 1. So 3 divided by 3 equals 1. Let's go to our group size. We have 6 divided by our group size is 3. I'm sorry, we go with our total. 6 divided by 3 equals, let's go to our count by over here and find 6. We have 2 groups of 3. So 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Now, 9 is our total, divided by our groups of 3 equal. Now we can use our count by strip again to find the 9 and see we have 1, 2, 3 groups of 3. So 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Just like 9 equals 3 times 3, the related division equation is 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Let's do one more together, and then I'll let you give it a try by yourself. 12 equals 4 times 3. We start with our total 12 divided by our groups of 3 equals. We go over to our count bys. We find our 12. We see 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. So 12 divided by 3 equals 4. Go ahead pause the video and finish writing the division equations. If at any point you need to check your work, press play to check your work and then continue to write the equations. And then when you're all done, make sure you start the video up again and see how you did. All right, look over these equations carefully to make sure they match up. Don't erase the board. You can look back at these equations and use your number line to help you with the next part of our lesson. All right, let's multiply with 3. Let's take a look at this problem, 3 times 3. I'm going to show you how to use your fingers, and also if you're not quite ready to skip count by threes, we'll show you how to draw a picture to solve this problem as well. First of all, using your fingers. We know that we have 3 groups of 3, so we are going to count by 3 times. And so I can hold up 3 fingers. I'm going to cross off my extra fingers here so I don't count them. And I start with 3, 6, 9. And so I know 3 times 3 equals 9. Well, if I don't know my count bys, I know that I have 3 groups, 1, 2, 3, and I have 3 in each group, and so I can put 3 in each group and count them, and I can write 3, 6, 9. So 3 groups of 3 equals 9. 3 times 3 equals 9. Let's do another equation. Let me erase my work right here. Here is the equation I would like you to do. I would like you to solve 5 groups of 3 equals. All right, are you ready? All right, let's do the finger way. I know that I have 5 groups of 3, so I'm going to hold up 5 fingers. I'll cross off these other fingers. I'm going to count by 3s. So I have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 5 groups of 3 equals 15. Now, if I don't know my 3 count bys, I have another choice. I could also flip it around and do 3 groups of 5 and count by 5s. And I would, again here, let's erase my count bys here. Let's have 1, 2, 3 fingers, because I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15. So 3 times 5 and 5 times 3 equal 15. So don't forget, if you see a 3 and you're nervous about counting by 3s, see if you can flip the equation around and see if that's a number that's easier for you to count by. What about divide with 3? Here's the equation, 18 divided by 3. Well, I know that I have groups of 3, but I don't know how many groups I have. It's as if I have this multiplication equation. And so I know that I am going to count by 3s until I get to 18. And I can use my fingers to do this if I know my 3 count bys. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. I stop right there because I got to 18, and then I need to see how many fingers I counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 18 divided by 3 equals 6, and 6 times 3 equals 18. Now, if I don't know my 3's count bys, I could also make a picture. I could say, all right, I know the number 3, so I could make 3 groups, and I know that I have 18 items that I want to divide into these groups, and so I'm going to I'll put a tally mark, 1, 2, 3, and I have to count And I'm going to keep putting a tally mark in each circle until I get to 18. So I'm at 3 and I go back 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I stopped because I got to 18, and now I look back at my groups and I see that I have 6 in this group, 6 in this group, 6 in this group. So 18 divided by 3 equals 6, and 6 times 3 equals 18. Let's try one more. Let me erase this work. I would like you to try and solve this problem. 24 divided by 3 equals something. I want you to stop the video, solve it, and when you're ready, press play. I got 24 divided by 3 equals 8. Did you skip count on your fingers, or did you draw circles? It doesn't matter as long as you got the answer 8. And we know eventually you'll have 24 divided by 3 memorized, and right away you'll know it's 8. Good luck practicing your divide and multiply with 3.